What's happening, Magnusites? Man. So, a lot of you were writing me, you wanted to know my opinion on this, you know, and what happened with her. And I watched several videos, I looked up different things, and I feel like I can't get an answer, or I can't get the truth to what's going on with this. Okay? So, I'm going to listen to what a couple of professionals in this have to say, funny professionals, have to say about this, because maybe they can help me out. Because, like, no joke, like, I feel like there's some lying going on. I don't know exactly who to believe, whose side of the story to believe. You know what I mean? Y'all got to know what I'm talking about. So let me see what they had to say on this. Make sure you go over there and follow them and let them know Tyrone Magnus sent you. Alright? Alright, now. Alright, hold on 1 second. Alright.
Oh, man, we got a damn good show for y'all. But before we start the show, yeah. Look at these clean ass t-shirts that can be only bought at officialhodgetwins.com. Type in discount code Chinese Virus. You get 20% off because China is making viruses great again. Yeah, but that's how we pay the bills, everybody. Let's start the show. Now, this Breonna Taylor, it's a mess. It's a lot of misinformation out there, so it's easy to get confused and take sides. Don't be that person.
See?
Yeah. Don't take the cop side because you defended blue. Don't take the...
They're already talking about what I'm saying.
You gotta look at this constructively and critically. Yeah. Because I don't believe nobody. I don't trust white people. I don't trust black people. I think everybody's full of shit. Like, I defend the cops, man. Yeah. Defend the blue. Yeah. But just because I defend the cops don't mean I'm going to kiss your ass on every little incident that happens with the cops. But don't get it twisted. I am conservative and a loyal Trump supporter. Because that's who I'm voting for next election. Yeah, so let's get to what happened. Yeah. I'm going to show y'all. First, y'all need to see the Attorney General of Kentucky, what he had to say yesterday. Check it out.
Evidence shows that officers both knocked and announced their presence at the apartment. The officers' statements about their announcement are corroborated by an independent witness who was near in proximity to apartment 4. In other words, the warrant was not served as a no-knock warrant. When officers were unable to get anyone to answer or open the door to apartment 4, the decision was made to breach the door. After breaching the door, Sergeant Mattingly was the first and only officer to enter the residence. Sergeant Mattingly identified 2 individuals standing beside one another at the end of the hall, a male and a female. In his statement, he says that the male was holding a gun, arms extended, in a shooting stance. Sergeant Mattingly saw the man's gun fire, heard a boom, and immediately knew he was shot as a result of feeling heat in his upper thigh. Kenneth Walker fired the shot that hit Sergeant Mattingly, and there's no evidence to support that Sergeant Mattingly was hit by friendly fire from other officers. Mr. Walker admitted that he fired 1 shot and was the first to shoot. In addition to all the testimony, the ballistics report shows that the round that struck Sergeant Mattingly was fired from a 9mm handgun. The LMPD officers fired 40 caliber handguns.
Okay, now take all that in. Yeah. Now, Kenneth, Breonna's boyfriend, his name's Kenneth Walker. Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Right? This is his attorneys, and this is that side of the story.
My life changed forever in the early morning of March 13th.
Kenneth Walker breaking his silence, announcing his lawsuit against Kentucky's Attorney General, Louisville's mayor, and the entire Metro Police Department.
I was raised by a good family. I am a legal gun owner, and I would never knowingly shoot a police officer.
Walker's attorneys say he was standing his ground under Kentucky law and should be protected from further prosecution. They also believe Walker was wrongfully charged with attempted murder and that law enforcement officials violated his rights. The night Breonna Taylor was shot and killed by police, Walker claims officers burst in without announcing themselves. He says he assumed it was an intruder and fired one shot, prompting police to fire back. 8 bullets hit Breonna Taylor.
That was a very reasonable assumption on Kenny's behalf, which is why.
Why did every shot hit? Why didn't he get shot?
Last week,
I find that
Marcus
strange.
Glover, Taylor's ex-boyfriend, was arrested on drug charges. He was also arrested the night Taylor was killed by police and was the subject of the investigation that led police to raid Taylor's home.
There is no evidence of any drug transactions ever or any involvement in the drug trade at Breonna Taylor's apartment other than her ex-boyfriend visited her there.
Okay, so now y'all got all that, right? Now somebody's lying. There's some misinformation out there. At first, when I heard this,
Ain't that what I said?
Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, they was living together and they was knee deep in some drugs.
Yeah.
And that's what got the cops called to the house for the warrant and all that.
His name was Kenneth Walker, but to our knowledge, he wasn't involved in anything.
Yeah, he was not the focus of the investigation. The focus of the investigation was Breonna's ex-boyfriend. What was his name?
Ex-boyfriend. His name was Jamarcus.
See, now I haven't heard this part.
Not Kenneth Walker. Yeah. Not necessarily Breonna Taylor. It was Jamarcus Glover.
That night Breonna lost her life, they actually arrested first Jamarcus Glover, her ex-boyfriend, because he was in fact a drug dealer, but
he was a thug.
Yeah, so Breonna, I guess, left him. I guess they was no longer together. She's now with Kenneth Walker, her new boyfriend, and they're living together.
But from time to time, the drug dealer, Jamarcus Glover, would visit her at her house.
Right.
That's how Breonna Taylor and Kenneth Walker got pulled into all this crap.
Yeah, that's how they got the warrant. Now, there was a warrant. It was a no-knock warrant.
And those are very hard to get.
You got to specifically ask for that from the judge.
Mm-hmm.
So the judge, you got to have evidence for that. So the judge gave them the no-knock warrant on Breonna Taylor's apartment.
Yeah.
But when they got there, they felt like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and knock.
I'm like, why are you knocking? You got a no-knock warrant.
You specifically asked for that.
Yeah. So that's a red flag for me.
I mean, that's a red flag for me. But anyway, they decided to be nice and knock on the door.
Right.
Now,
I heard it was
Walker, her new boyfriend,
no knock with an option.
He said
something
nobody
like that?
knocked.
Right. An option
nobody
to knock
identified themselves.
Yeah. So he shot one time at the cops
because he thought it was an intruder. Now, Kenneth Walker and Breonna Taylor, the neighborhood they live in, it's nothing nice.
Yeah. Google it on Google Maps. It is straight hood.
Yeah, it's not a good area.
So it makes sense to me. His story so far sounds true because if I'm a thug and the cops is busting in my house and they try to get me because I'm a big time drug dealer, I'm not shooting one time. I'm shooting. I'm gonna empty that clip.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get away.
But
he shot
if I shoot one time, I'm like, oh, it's the cops.
Yeah, he shot just once.
That's when Breonna Taylor lost her life. She was shot 6 times.
Yeah.
But she never had a firearm, she never shot a weapon, and she was shot and killed.
Yeah, but that's what started the gunfire between the cops
Right.
and Kenneth, because he shot that one time. And he claims they never identified themselves.
How'd they all
That's
miss
why he
him
shot.
and hit
When
her?
when he
I
saw
don't get
it was
that.
The cops,
But
he didn't shoot no more.
it's weird.
That's what led to Breonna getting killed.
But the cops, this is suspicious. They have a no-knock warrant, but the cops are saying they identified themselves. Somebody's lying. He's saying they busted in the house, never ID'd themselves. He shot one time. Cops
Right.
saying they did identify
Yeah,
themselves.
that's
They did not.
According
Right.
to the Attorney General of Kentucky, there's an independent witness saying that they identified themselves. This would be great if we had some body cam footage to figure out what really happened. But
Shoot,
there's
if they
not.
were sleeping,
It's just
maybe
an
they didn't
independent
hear
witness.
them.
That's
You
what
know
I
what I
find
mean?
hard.
Yeah,
Just
if you
hear
got a
somebody
no-knock
knocking.
warrant,
Yeah,
what-
especially in this political climate.
They
Yeah,
could
you
announce
can go
themselves
in the
and
house of two
you just
African
waking up, you
got
just
number-
hear
you got
knocking.
number of white guys.
I
Y'all,
don't
and
know.
y'all forget the body cams.
I don't know if they were
I
sleeping.
mean, conservatives and Republicans, you have to admit, that sounds real
There are no
stupid.
body cams. I
would
forgot
wanna
about
be able
that.
to protect myself personally.
So
Because people pull a race card.
Where's
You
the body
should be
cam
able to
footage?
fix- But there's no body cam footage.
yeah, that's been released. Maybe there is, maybe there's not.
I ain't
If
seen
there's
none.
body cam footage, I would think it'd be released by now.
Yeah. But now you should understand why Breonna Taylor family was awarded $12 million. Yeah. Because after they conducted that search warrant of Breonna Taylor's house, they didn't find nothing. No drugs. No drugs. And she's dead. Yeah. Nothing. They didn't find anything. So I understand why her family's got $12 million. They was there to see if they could find additional evidence on Breonna and Kenneth, which they didn't find anything. Again, Kenneth Walker, he's not a drug dealer. I haven't seen no evidence to prove that.
That's
he's
shame,
actually
man.
a legal gun owner. Yeah. I mean, you can't have a gun, right? If you got felonies on your record, you're a thug, you can't legally have a gun. Yeah. Right? So that's why I say this whole case is just a mess. Yeah. You don't know who to believe. It would have been perfect if the cops would have just wore some body cam. You can match the stories up. You can see who's lying. Yeah. But now you got Kenneth.
That's why I didn't cover it initially, because I couldn't figure it out.
And I'm not going.
They found out some stuff I didn't know.
Believe Kenneth Walker because he's black, and I'm not going to believe the cops because I defend the blue. Yeah. We like to remain objective. Yeah. I mean, y'all there just to not arrest anybody. Y'all there to gather evidence. Yeah. So why y'all busting up in the house like Osama bin Laden's in there with a damn terrorist cell, and they got a damn nuclear warhead up in that bitch, like pounds of C4. Yeah. You just got two African Americans allegedly selling some weed. Yeah. Or whatever they were saying, just drugs. I mean, this is not Osama bin Laden in the house. Yeah. Y'all ain't been looking for this dude for 10 years. And this does not add up to me, man. Doesn't make no sense to me. Yeah, so I would love to see some changes. Yeah. I mean, I believe in there's some circumstances where you need a no-knock warrant. Like I just said, Osama bin Laden's in the damn house. Yeah. But this is just two people selling drugs. They're not violent, dangerous criminals. Yeah. That's what I would like to see change this whole incident. So something like this won't ever happen again. You're just there to gather evidence and somebody loses their life. Yeah. And only way Breonna, from what her attorneys are saying, Kenneth Walker's attorneys are saying, the only connection between the thug and Breonna Taylor is he used to visit our house from time to time. Yeah. Personally, if you ask me, I haven't seen the evidence. I might be speculating here. I might be jumping to conclusions. But especially after the fact you conduct a search warrant and you don't find anything and one woman is dead, I mean, that makes you look pretty incompetent. It makes you look stupid. Yeah. I mean, all this could have been cleared up with some body cam footage. Yeah. No body cam footage. And if you defend the blue and you blindly follow the cops, because let's be real, everybody. There's bad cops out there. There's bad teachers. There's bad doctors out there. And hell, I even picked up a horrible prostitute once. Yeah, she couldn't do nothing right. There's bad cops out there. Yeah.
Yes.
You just can't follow people because you're Republican or if you support the police. That was a joke. I don't pick up prostitutes. That was a good joke, though. Damn good joke. You should have kept that one for the stage.
I was going to say to get that for the show.
But hey, I hope this video makes sense. I understand now what Breonna Taylor's family got the money. And we still don't know what really happened because there's no damn.
I feel so bad for her,
you can
man.
take the
I
word
really
of the
do.
independent witness.
The
I
family,
don't know who this
him.
person is. Yeah. I mean, they might be really credible. But you know what? Why y'all relying on what somebody's saying? Y'all could have very easily got body cam footage. Yeah.
Yeah. He say, she say. Where's the footage?
Audio and everything.
As he say, she
what
say right now.
Nope. Now we got it. I don't even see how the damn judge gave y'all a warrant. It's like I said, it's not like Osama bin Laden up in there.
Your word against
y'all think
mine.
They just might be selling some drugs. Y'all can't wait for them to come out the house. What I find unbelievable and very suspicious, you have a no-knock warrant, right? You have a no-knock warrant. You go to the house and knock. There's exchange of gunfire. The person inside the house, Kenneth Walker, said you never identified yourself. Now all of a sudden you say you identified yourself when you specifically asked for a no-knock warrant.
Right.
Somebody
which is difficult to get, apparently.
Y'all the warrants. I mean, y'all think they might have some drugs and then you're going to go to a bad neighborhood. And you did. Hold on. And you're going to go into a bad neighborhood and wait to do this 2 o'clock in the morning? Don't you think the people in that house realize they live in a bad neighborhood? Yeah.
Yeah.
First thing they going to think of, there ain't cops coming in. There's somebody breaking into my house trying to rob me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who you going to believe? I don't believe. Now, like I said, I don't believe every white person. I don't believe every black person. I don't believe every Hispanic. I don't believe nobody. I think everybody's full of shit. I want to see tangible evidence. That's what I want to see. I don't want to hear no words. I want to see video. I want to see audio.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Good.
All right. Yo, so I'm telling y'all, I went through like 5, 6, 7, 8 videos or more. I was going through different channels, looking at different people. And I felt like it was still a mess because I would watch one channel that swore they had all their facts right. And I would watch another. You know what I mean? I was just like, man, something's up. I said, I don't want to make a video on this and just speak my mind and without speaking some type of facts. You know what I mean? One fact we know is a woman is dead. And she didn't have to die. And it really bothers me, man. And it's just, you know, I had to check out the twins and see what they had to say on it. You know, there's some people's, I don't know. I just had a hunch that they, you know, with the length of the video, that they might have gathered some info, and apparently they did. Like I didn't know about that, man. That it was an ex-boyfriend that got her dragged into it. Then I saw other stuff talking about, oh, they seen her. They got footage of her going in and out of trap houses, and they got phone audio recording of her talking about. I don't know. But I do want to see some body cam footage. Let me know, y'all, if it's ever released, and I'll give you my my thoughts on it. In the meantime, get over and follow the conservative twins. Alright, tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you.